Let's check out this Remette pocket knife. I saw this, who was it? It might have been Metal Complex was talking about this knife and gave a code for it, Remette01. And it gave us a big discount. I think I got this knife for well under $30. I haven't looked at it yet. For that price, let's see what we get. Has a cleaning cloth, which is great for eyeglasses or camera lenses. It also comes with a little Torx bit driver. That's nice, they give you that. So this reminds me of a CEO. I have the Columbia River CEO. I've had that for quite a while. It's kind of the same form factor, right? Nice and slender. So let's see. This says this is a D2. It's a flipper knife. They call this a Tonto blade, but I think what they meant is a reverse Tonto. We've got G10 handles. The pocket clip is nice. Let's take a look at that. So it's a deep carry clip, and there's a recess underneath the clip, and then flush mounted screws. Now if you look through, you open the blade, you can see the screws come all the way through. That's kind of unusual. They sure do look like they get close to that blade, don't they? If this blade wasn't centered, I think that would be a problem. Huh. But luckily the blade is centered. See, we're riding on washers. Yep, appears to be bronze washers. Excuse me, got a little bit of a cough. The action's nice. The detent's good enough where you can get traction on this jimping on the flipper tab, and it flies right out. See right there, D2 steel. They've relieved this scale enough to give you good lock bar access too. So it makes it super easy to get to and disengage. You can see it's fairly tight. I have to push it closed. It's not a drop shut action yet. A lot of times with the washers, it will become drop shut. Can also put a little bit of KPL on there to see if that helps any. Usually KPL will smooth things up pretty good. Yeah, it helped some. See that? I was able to kind of shake it closed when I couldn't before. So the KPL definitely did help some. I probably should get that detent ball as well. This is not, this is just regular weight KPL. It's not the heavy or the light. I have heard that putting the heavy on the detent ball is better because it happens to, you know, has a chance to stay there longer. I don't have a problem with the action though. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to have a drop shut. But again, this was like a $28 knife. So I'm not arguing. I like the orange accent that they got there around the pivot. It's on both sides. It must be a captive pivot because there's no wrench. There's no way to grab that one. Just the Torx on the other side, on the clip side. We have another screw back here and a lanyard hole. And that's really all of the body screws that you have. Let's see, let me get my white paper again here. And if you can see in there, there is some milling done for weight reduction on the steel liners. This knife feels very solid. There's no flex. There's nothing. The lock bar comes quite a ways over. So it's definitely locked up tight. There's no blade play at all in any direction. That thing is solid as a rock. I think that action is going to smooth up really nice. Let's see how much it weighs. .24, so 2¼ ounces. Nice and lightweight. Even though it's steel liners, they did do that, a little bit of milling and everything, and this just isn't that big of a knife. We've got about 4 1/8 inches long. Closed. We're under 3/4, almost 5/8 along that side, and thickness less than 1/2 inch. This is really going to carry nice. This thing's going to disappear in your pocket. I'm really curious on the blade stock thickness. So we're at about 115 thousandths. It's not as thin as it could have been. I actually expected it to be a little bit thinner, but that's good. They got a nice high grind on it. You can see that flat grind goes almost all the way up. But if you use a guided sharpening system, they still have enough flat up here at the top that you should be able to grab it no problem. Let's do a couple of quick sharpness tests. We'll just do magazine paper. It's cutting, but not super good. It seemed like it hitched up a few times. Maybe there's a little burr left on there. When I feel it, just my subjective opinion is that it isn't super sharp. So let's get the tester. Okay. Got a new clip into the best tester. Let it reset. I have the Remette Canyon down here. Go nice and easy. See what we get. We broke at 250, so it's not terrible. I absolutely am going to at least strop it, but I'll sharpen it up a little bit more. It doesn't feel sharp, and I want it to be sharp. Something small like this isn't designed for heavy use. It needs to be screaming sharp to get its work done. So that's not a problem. I'll probably pop it on the work sharp. What's nice with this knife, and it's true of flippers too, I like thumb stud knives, but if you're using a sharpening system and there's no thumb stud here, it just makes it so much easier not to have to worry about that. So yeah, there you go. That's the Remette Canyon. I'm pretty impressed. For the price, you can't go wrong. The regular price on Amazon is like mid-30s. And then I entered the promotional code Remette01 or Remette01 and got an additional discount, which put it down into the upper 20s. For this knife, that's great. I'm going to give it a little bit of a sharpening and then probably play with it a little bit to make sure that the action works in good. I still might do something about those clip screws. Possibly. We'll see. Because I don't really like the way they stick through. They're not hurting anything right now. But I may just file those down a little bit shorter or something. We'll see. I may not worry about them. Thanks for watching. I recommend this knife, definitely. I think it's a fantastic budget knife. Thanks for watching.